Hey everybody, this is Nova, and welcome back to another episode of FoolCraft. This is episode number 2, and I guess today, I'm wearing a plunger on my head. Either I'm a plumber that's just got too excited, or I'm someone who doesn't know how to use a plumber. And, I think it's a hat for some reason. Well, whatever. Let's just go with it. Now, what happened last episode was, well, I'll just show you. This is what we did last episode. And basically what we did was we made our temporary base using basically just some stone, some wood, and some dirt, and using the chisel mod to make some interesting designs, and ignore these cobblestone pillars. I will definitely explain these later. But for now, yeah, this is all I did. This used to be a cave that was full of creepers and very scary monsters that wanted to kill me, and we changed it into a safe and humble abode of sorts. So yeah, and I continued along this way, doing some more decorating, and I still have some ways to go. As you can tell, these blocks and these blocks are going to be used to fill in that area, but we're not going to be doing that today. I'm probably just going to do most of that off screen. For now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a couple of places on the map. As you can tell, I have been busy exploring a lot of areas, and I have made a lot of waypoints. Mainly the ones I want to show off are obviously the chance cubes and the hermitrons, and this tree chest, because actually in this mod you can find, I guess, chests in trees. When you cut them down, you'll just see a floating chest. And I think most of the time inside of them you'll find inventory pets. We also found this Mayan temple, which I've actually never seen in. Well, you can actually even see it. That it looks awesome, and we definitely need to explore it at some point. Maybe not this episode, but I've never even seen this in my entire time of playing FoolCraft, so that really surprised me. But before we do that, I have these 2 legendary loot bags that I pretty much just got from like a zombie and an enderman. Yeah, I know, I was shocked too. So, I'm gonna open these, and we'll see what's inside them. Okay, gunpowder, lead, and then, some sort of like thing you can put on yourself, like a costume thing. Okay, that was interesting. Not really that legendary, gonna be honest with you. I mean, gunpowder, a lead. I mean, I definitely could use a lead, but alright, well, that was kind of a fail. Let's do the next one. Okay, so an augment. Another lead? Yeah, that's exactly what I want. There's more leads. I need more leads, guys. That kind of spoiled the moment, I guess. Let's just move on. Alright, so we're here at Chance Cube number 1. This is gonna be a bad idea. I can tell the future. We're gonna do this without armor. Oh god, please don't kill me. Oh. Did I miss something? So, is something gonna fall out of the sky and kill me? Did it fall underneath the tree? Oh, no. Was it just a dud? That is disappointing. Oh my god. There was so much disappointment in this episode already. I don't know what to do. You know what? I'm just gonna take my anger out on you. Sorry. One-man army. Oh god, what's going on? What? Why are there particle effects? Is this a zombie pigman without a sword? Hi. Hello. Oh. Do you want to kill me? Effects. Oh, uh-oh. What did I just hit? Oh, crap. Oh. Okay, there is... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, it might have been that they were zombie pigmen, but when I hit the... I thought I was hitting something in the particles, and I hit it, they all just kind of... Oh. Wow, that's really trolly. Oh, well. Back to hopefully try and get my stuff back.
You take me for a ride with no idea that I love you this way. Why can't you open your eyes? Jump right in with no second thought. You got me mesmerized. It's taking all my strength to stay.
Alright, so now that all that stuff is out of the way, finally going to talk about what I'm going to do for this episode. So like I talked about before, these cobblestone pillars here, they're not there for decoration. Trust me, I get it, they're eyesores. They're there because behind each one of those pillars, and then there's actually one behind this dirt pillar, there are signs that will say what each room is used for. So I'm going to put specific things or areas within each room that have to deal with certain mods or have to deal with whatever we're trying to do that day. And, that's what we'll do. So this is going to be the first room that we go in, because I really need... This is one of the more important things that I'm going to need, basically. So, time for the reveal. That's right. We're going to be making a Tinker's Smeltery room. We need to get some Unbreakable tools, because I am sick and tired of having to recreate all of the stone tools and iron tools because they keep breaking, because I keep using Vein Miner. Sometimes accidentally. But either way, I would like to get some Unbreakable tools. But to do that, we need to gather up some resources. Especially if we want to make it unbreakable, we're going to need to get ourselves some obsidian. Which means we're going to need to get ourselves some diamonds. Oh gosh, I didn't think this through. So I'm going to start a little mining session and see what resources we can find. Gather up the other resources that we need to make the smeltery and the other things that could go in here. And, yeah, I'll get back to you guys in the next clip. Alright, so I'm back, and everything that we need, or at least most of the stuff that we'll need, is in this box right here. So we're going to need some gravel, sand, and clay, which I have a lot more in another chest. And mainly we're just going to need this, but the gold and the obsidian will come into play later on. So one of the things that we need to make is this stuff. This seared brick. And this seared brick comes from putting something called grout into a furnace or some sort of smelting thing. And the way that you get grout is you use clay, gravel, and sand, just like I showed you before. So we're going to make a bunch of grout we're going to smelt it into seared brick, and we need to make seared brick blocks out of it, and other things for this smeltery to work. So let's get started on that. Alright, so now all of the grout is smelting into seared brick. And one of the reasons why I'm still using furnaces is because for the longest time I didn't have enough iron to make a furnace. I do now, but for the sake of things, I'm just going to do this before we can get some alloy smelters up from the Ender IO mod. Not to mention those things also need power, so yeah, we'll get those set up soon. I just want to get this smeltery up first so that we can have those unbreakable tools. We're going to have a smeltery controller. We're going to need a seared tank, which is that with glass on the middle of it. And we also need some smeltery drains, which are made like that, some faucets, and a few casting tables and or casting basins. Okay, so for now, we have almost 4 stacks of seared brick. That seems like enough. There's a bunch still smelting, but for now, since it's taking so long, we're just going to craft up those things that I said before. Yeah, I'm just realizing that this is probably one of the higher rooms. So if we want to build this tall, it's most likely going to, at some point, get to the surface. But I guess we'll worry about that later. Maybe we can switch this room with one of the downstairs rooms. Although if it is switched, it might just... yeah, it might just go right into the next room if we're building it up. So, I guess for now we'll just see how high we can build this and go from there. Alright, see? So now, the smeltery controller is flamed on. So we can now open this and see there are little slots where you can put stuff in, and don't put that in. Mainly you would put things like you put a piece of iron in there. Oh, well, duh. We need to put lava in this, but if you put the iron, let's say you put the iron, actually, you just, you could shift click all those, that iron in there, and it would slowly melt away, and it would melt into here, and fill this up. This is where the lava is, the fuel. So, and you would see like a little pool of molten iron there. And then you would basically be able to sort of let that flow out of these faucets right here, out of the drains, into a basin, which would create an iron block, or a casting table, which if you had a cast on there, which we'll make those in a little bit, then it would make whatever cast you had out of iron. Like, let's say, binding cast. It would make an iron binding cast, or a sharpening kit cast, or whatever these things are. And basically that's how you make the tools that you want. That is very close to the top. Probably should have thought this through, but like usual, you can't think about everything at the same time, so you're gonna make mistakes. Alright, so let's check on the rest of the seared brick, because they're probably all finished. And wow, we got ourselves a lot of seared brick. And we also have a way of making more seared brick if we need to. We still have a ton of sand and clay. The only thing we need to gather up is some gravel, because we don't have any more. Alright, so we're just going to take out this area right here so that we can push it back, because this is just insane. We don't have enough room for the other stuff that we need along with the smeltery. So we're going to have to make the smeltery become basically the wall. So we can put that there, that there. So that's going to be, you know what, we can probably pull it out a little bit. We want the, or, you know, we can elevate it as well. Kind of like that idea. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, but if we elevate it, there's also just going to be, like, a lot more. Yeah. Although, what could be a cool idea is we could just have it flying up, you know, past the ceiling. And we would just kind of have a random, like, top of the furnace on the overworld for no apparent reason, except for the fact that if someone were to jump inside of it, they'd probably burn to death.
First times creep right into my mind. You start high, but you want nothing to find.
Alright, let's do that just for good measure. Alright, so we've built the smeltery. Now, one of the things that you need for the casting tables are, like I showed you before, these different casts. And these casts you cannot make with this smeltery. You have to make with something called a stencil table. So we need that, we need a few other things, so I'm going to make those, and we'll get started with working on creating the casts. Alright, so this is what we need to make the casts, so that we can use whatever is in here to make tools. Now this, obviously, you guys have seen these two things before. This is just a chest, just to store kind of random items. And this is the crafting station. So if we need to craft something over here, instead of having to walk back there, we can just do it over here. This is the stencil table. This is how you can create the different patterns for the different things that you need. And as you can tell, all these little, these little stations, they connect up. So you can go around with them. And as you can tell, these little stations all connect up. So instead of having to go, like this, like that, you can just go, oh, I'm going to go here, 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 there. So this is the stencil table. This is where you create the stencils. This is where it stores the patterns, or the patterns of each stencil. This is where you can use the stencils to create basically stone parts, but you can only create like stone and stuff like that. Smaller things like that, maybe wood, I'm not sure, but just mostly stone. And then this is where you craft up, when you have the pieces, when you craft up the tool. That's all that. So we're going to start working on that as well. So first we want to make some blank patterns. I don't know exactly how much we'll need or how much I'm going to want, but yeah, that seems right. So we'll put this in, and when you put the blank pattern in, you can just click whatever ones of this you want. So we want that. And it'll just make it for you. We want this one, and then we want this one. So those are the three ones, and you can put those in the pattern chest, so it doesn't clog up your inventory. And now we go over here, and we can do this, put that in there, that's where the pattern goes, and just put some stone in there, and we get a stone pickaxe head. We want a pickaxe head, and probably a pickaxe binding. I don't really know what else to do. We want them to be made of obsidian, so we're going to put some obsidian into these castings. Now the castings don't get eaten up, because that would be horrible. I think if you make a clay casting, the clay casting is a one-time use, but we'll just do that. So now we can just pull out all of this stuff, place that in there. Now we have a obsidian pickaxe head and an obsidian pickaxe binding. We want to make a tool rod pattern made of paper. Because if we look here, the paper tool rod has the ability called writable. Writable basically allows you to put more modifiers on to your tools, which will make them unbreakable. Now we go to the tool station. We click the pickaxe and we place that in there. And there, we have an obsidian pickaxe. Now, we need 5 modifiers, but I think you can get 1 more modifier by just using it. So I'm gonna go and use it, and I'll be right back. So I think for now, I'm gonna show you guys how to make what's called a reinforcement. Now basically this is just any cast with a bunch of obsidian surrounding it. So we actually will need some obsidian blocks. So now we need to make just some blank castings, 5 to be precise, so that these can be crafted with the obsidian. And we have ran out of gold. Well, that is unfortunate. But for now, guys, I can show you guys how to make at least 2 of them. There's 1, and there's 2. So now, when we place the pickaxe here, not that pickaxe, place the pickaxe here, we can put these modifiers down. And basically what that does is it adds the ability reinforced to it. And as you can tell, see over here it says reinforced 40%. Now with the first one it obviously added 20%. And now we have 2 modifiers left. So let's go look for some more gold and unlock a new modifier, the last new modifier on this pickaxe. Alright, now that the gold is in there, we're going to select it, and we're going to make, 3 more casts? Hopefully I counted correctly. There we go. So now you can see that it says, I begin to feel comfortable handling the obsidian pickaxe. That means that I've, gained a level, or gained adequacy with it. But now it should have another modifier available. Hopefully. Oh yeah, see, modifier 1. Oh, I had to fix it first. Okay. And there we go. I now have an unbreakable obsidian pickaxe. So it says it's unbreakable. And watch this. Look at that, still working. Oh, and now I've even gained more. Well, okay, that was not fun. And really, really stupid. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is, of course. Oh, goodness. Please don't kill me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow. I don't even know what to say to this, to be honest. That time I didn't jump in on purpose. I kind of misjudged my jump. I fell and I died a second time. Well, good thing, thank you for the Graves mod, because otherwise, that would have been embarrassing, and I would have lost pretty much everything that I had just created this episode. Okay, so let's be very careful. Oh, okay. Alright, we'll just pretend that that didn't happen. But I still got 22 obsidian, so that's still fairly decent. Oh, what the hell are you? This is a true creeper. Wait, what the? Oh, because he fell. I'm gonna put this here. We're gonna... So there we go. That's for the broadsword. Oh right, I forgot. There's gonna be one left over for each because we need to level them up. That should be it for that one, for now. And then for this one, there we go. Alright. So now once we level these guys up, we should be able to put these last reinforcements on, and then they'll be good to go. So for now, we're going to leave them here. And seeing as we pretty much died twice, thanks to lava, but we got a lot of obsidian, I'm going to make some obsidian armor as well. Because that will give us fire resistance, and I think knockback protection, and a couple of other things, but it's just generally good to have at least some armor. I was gonna make armor like way at the beginning, but it's just I kept forgetting and pushing it off, and you know, whatever. We'll just make armor now. Now that we have enough obsidian.
Nothing to say.
And also, it gives us a second set of hearts. So basically, we have 20 hearts instead of 10. So we can take on more damage, and it won't mess with us. Ah, look at this. Look at this room. This room, I'll probably do some decorating to this room at some point. Yeah, because this does not look good. I gotta fix that. But maybe I will change up sort of how this room looks. Maybe I'll change these to look more like seared brick maybe, or something that sort of looks like a furnace room. You know, because at some point I want all these rooms to be like different themed for the different specific, you know, modules. So that will be a plan for another day. So with all that being said, this is the end of the episode. If you like what you watched, click that like button. And if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. See you later.